here to give me insurance or what? It's like, really? And then it started being like an offensive thing. And it's like, I don't think I like HR anymore.
Well, HR was the beginning when we started letting those idiots get on board in the corporate staff. That is the beginning of the woke generation. So does that tell you anything?
Yes, it does.
It gives whiners a place to go into an office and sit and whine until they get their ways managed. I mean, it's ridiculous. I see this at the hospital too. I'm like, are you kidding me?
So that's a way for everybody, or for anybody, to abuse the system. That's the way I look at it. You and I are like, we work for a living. We go to work. We do our work and whatever. We don't try to find loopholes to get us out of work.
No, not at all. I want to do the best job that I can do, and I'm not there. I tell everybody when I go into the OR, the new people, I say, just so you understand, I'm here to do a case, and I'm only here to make the case go as good for the patient as I can, and working with the doc to make that happen. I am not here to be your best buddy, and if you don't like me, that's fine with me. I mean, I'm not going to be offended. A lot of people don't like me. In fact, most people hate me.
Oh, well, you know what? Let me crank the gain up here. Hello, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, this is the RE27. Check, check. Hello. Bring the gain up here so that it matches everything else. I don't even like you, but I enjoy talking to you on the radio. This is the RE27. W0THI.
Absolutely. Sounds really good, I'm telling you. So am I supposed to follow that up with "you rat bastard"?
Well, and this is the Marshall shotgun microphone. Back at you. I had to bring the gain back down on the mic free because this thing is really hot. So, I don't know which one sounds better, but it seems like to me that the shotgun microphone is looking right at my uvula. Whereas the RE27 probably was looking at my teeth. So that's the thought there. Over?
Of the two, I think the RE27 has better highs, comparable low articulation in the low end, good mids on both, but where the RE27 sounds a little bit better that I can hear in this little bit of a swath that we're dealing with, the RE27 has better clarity on the high end and more of it.
Oh, nice. Okay. All right. Well, that's good information because, I don't know what these Marshall mics do. I've used them for a whole bunch of things, but not voiceover stuff. So, for crowd noise, race cars, and that kind of thing, they work great. So, sibilance. Yeah, I see that. Yeah, I actually kind of see that. Let me crank this up here. Sibilance. Let me go a little more. Oh, wait a minute. That's not even in circuit. Let me do this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Let me bring this up right here. Check, 1, 2. So, Larry, what do you think about the sound of this thing right now? Over. Wait a minute. Check. Sibilance. Let me do a little of this. 1, 2. Okay, what's this thing sound like right now? Over?
Is this the Marshall?
This is the Marshall.
Whatever you did, you picked up a lot of high-end frequency stuff. The mids came up a little bit. You're still very clear on the low end, but I don't know that it would be better than the RE27.
Wow, okay. So I'm using, what I was adjusting was a sonic maximizer. If you know what that is, it's supposed to manipulate the bottom end and the top end and all that stuff and make it sound a whole lot better. Do timing and stuff between the two and all that junk. And It sounded like the high end came up to me. Let me swap over to the 27 real quick. Let's see what difference that made.
You got it. I'll be standing by.
Okay, so this is the 27 with 0 changes. Let me bring the gain up here to make it match what the Marshall was. So what do you think now? Check 1, 2. The only thing that I've changed is the audio gain into the 528 mic processor. K9VOA. This is W0THI.
I think it's a cleaner, more present mic than the Marshall was. Not a lot of people would never agree with that, but I hear a whole lot more presence in the RA27 by maybe 20% than I do on the Marshall.
WD9N.
Well, where have you been?
Well, I was hiding in the corner.
You okay? I know you're going to chime in, so go ahead and give us your input here.
No, I agree with you. There is it's a difference, and it's not as much in the high end as you think, or at least to my ear. It's more in the mid to low mid. There's a change, and it balances out that high end nicely. I think it has a really nice sound to it.
I agree. Yeah, the RE27 is a difficult mic to stay on par with because it sounds good everywhere. It's clean across the spectrum. Which, by the way, I'm running an RE27 here.
All right, check 1, 2, 1, 2. Check. Let me get some mic gain here. Check. Oh, wow, that's really low. That needs a lot of gain. Holy cow. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. Oh, have I got a pad in here? Let's see. I do not have a pad. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. That looks a little more normal. Okay, so this is the RE27 with no EQ changes, just a little bit of gain change on the 528 mic processor. So does this sound okay? Over.
Well, I think it sounds, of the two, this is the one that I would go with. Do you want me to record you and then put the other one back in line?
Oh, yeah, that would work because all I've done is change gain settings, so there's no EQ, no compression, no changes whatsoever. So, yeah, that'd be cool. There's no EQ, no compression, no changes whatsoever. So, yeah, that'd be cool.
Yabba dabba do.
Okay, let me bring the gain back down on the shotgun. This is the shotgun. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, about right there. Okay, let me let things settle just a little bit. Check 1, 2, check 1, 2, check 1, 2, check 1, 2. Bring the gain down a little bit. Check 1, 2. Okay. So here is about the same audio gain on the shotgun microphone. This is the Marshall FR333 microphone. Check 1, 2. If you can record just a pinch of that, that'd be cool. Same RF output, same AF output. This is W0THI. Okay, let me let things settle just a little bit. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Bring the gain down a little bit. Check 1, 2. Okay. So here is about the same audio gain on the shotgun microphone. This is the Marshall FR333 microphone. Check 1, 2. If you can record just a pinch of that, that'd be cool. Same RF output, same AF output. This is W0THI. Wow, okay. Yeah, I noticed a lot of difference in the mids. The shotgun had nice high end and bottom end and no mids. Where now I'm back on the RE27, which had really good mids. So yeah, if you guys like this one, I'm going to leave it right here.
I do. What about you?
Hey, it works for me. I mean, neither one of them sounds bad, but I tend to agree. I think that RE27's got a little nicer sound to it.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Oh, the freaking RE27. Okay. All right. Okay. So this is the one to beat.
Yes, it is.
I like the RE27 as well. Good evening, gentlemen. This is VE3UPZ.
Well, VE3UPZ, good evening. This is Larry, K9VOA in northern Wisconsin, and the other guys are... Will you guys introduce yourselves? I got to let Sydney out. I'll be right back.
All right, well, this is David, WD9N. I'm down here in the south central part of Illinois.
Blue is. Let's see, VE3UPZ. Good afternoon. Oh, wait a minute. You're in the same time zone, probably. Good evening. This is Ken, Whiskey Zero Tango Hotel, India. I'm down here in Indiana on the west side in Terre Haute. You sound good there. Over.
Well, thank you, Ken. Yeah, I've been listening along here for about the last 15 or 20 minutes. Was shortly involved in a phone call, but no. Your experiments seem to be going very well for you. Your radio sounds fantastic here into eastern Ontario. My name is Randy, and I'm located here on the northeastern tip of Lake Ontario, on the Canadian side, about 90 miles due north of Syracuse, New York.
Oh man, you're up there, quote unquote. I'm using air quotes here. If you could see me in the shack, I'd be doing air quotes. You're up there. So, okay, Randy. Yeah, you sound really good, man. And no, we're just messing around. You know, there's nobody even close to us here on 20. The guys on 30 must be taking the weekend off because those are the real eSSB guys, and there is nobody there. There's nobody below us, so we're just kind of playing around, Randy. So welcome aboard there. Over.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, I play a little eSSB. I'm not sure how good that's working. Radio's a Kenwood 850 with a DSP 100. And I'm sure there's a couple of guys out there with waterfalls that are looking at me going, yeah, I should be out to about 4.2, maybe 4.5 at this point, as far as that goes. And nothing spectacular here. I have an AKG microphone, a Perception 200, and that is going into the W0THI. And I'm not doing any hocus pocus. I'm not feeding the balance modulator directly. That goes into the front of the radio, and away we go. So hopefully everything's good. The antenna here is a double extended ZEP, about 195 feet overall length. Apex is about 40 feet, and we're using an Ameritron AL811H, putting out approximately 300 watts. Over.
Yeah, okay, Randy. Fine business. Wow, what a rig. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know if the band conditions are great for eSSB audio. You sound good here. I don't hear a whole lot of bottom end, but I hear that, I'm looking out at 4.5, and yeah, you're there. I'm running a Flex 5000, and right now I am at 5K. Since there's nobody around, I thought, you know what, I'm going to open up just a little bit and run a little wider and until somebody complains, and then I'll narrow up. But you sound good here so far, Randy. Wow, what a rig! The double SEP is working for you. And the EQ and stuff sounds pretty good. So, wow. I don't know if there's anybody else here on board. I think maybe I heard another call in there or whatever, but yeah, you're making it down here to Indiana. I don't know if Larry's hearing you up there in Wisconsin, but yeah, it's really quiet here. I'm able to hear a bunch of stuff now. So I think maybe bank conditions are very good tonight. I'm operating some audio gear here into Flex 5000 into a Henry 3KD amplifier, and man, it is happy. It is happy as a lark. It's darn near full legal limit. We're running 1400 plus into a 4080 trap dipole up about 65 feet there. Over.
Oh, you've got glowing coils. Yeah, the coils are glowing. That's all I can say. Lovely setup there. The amplifier particularly, I'm very fond of Henry's. As a matter of fact, I have two of them, along with a number of other items here as well. And you're talking about my bottom end, and I understand. I've done the best I can to try and feed some of that in with the EQ. My voice is not that good, a little deep. I've been looking around for an Aphex 104. When I find an Aphex 104, I have a feeling that things are going to change for me. And I've had a peekaboo on the eBay, the scam eBay. You never know what's going on there. And I haven't seen anything I was really confident in paying that kind of money for. So I've asked around in the music community. I'm a musician, so I've asked around the music community. Most people just look at you like you got three heads and you don't know what you're talking about. When you say Aphex 104, they're like, what? What's that? It's been discontinued for a while, but what I want is an oral exciter with a big bottom, and away we go. I got a feeling that's going to be the last piece I'm going to need in a long chain of how long do I need to go on before I get what I'm looking for. W0THI. This is VE3UPZ.
You never get there. There's always something else.
Zebra. Where'd I get zebra? UPZ. This is W0THI. Okay, Randy, fine business. Well, I'll tell you what. Perception 2. Let's see. That's a dynamic. So, how far away from that microphone are you speaking? Over.
I might be 6 to 8 inches.
So, just for fun, and you said you had an IHY device and all that stuff. So you're 6 to 8 inches. That's where I'm at right now. So what happens? Okay, so I'm going to make a little adjustment here. Pardon me. I'm going to adjust my. Pardon the mic boom here. So I'm going to make an adjustment. I'm 6 to 8 inches away right now. So if I were to get like right up on the microphone like I am right now. Okay, so if I'm a broadcast audio guy. So if you were to take and move that mic, I'm thinking like you put the mic just right on the edge of your right cheek and be like 1 inch away from it, but you're not talking directly into the mic. You're like right to the side of it. I wonder what that would sound like. Over.
All right. Well, why don't we try that then? That's exactly where we're at now. However, I have the input-output of the W2IHY adjusted for the 6 to 8 inch range. So what's happening currently is I'm not speaking directly into the microphone, as you suggested. My right cheek is actually my glasses are kind of bouncing off the spider support. I'm also running a boom, but I'm looking down at my box here and I'm seeing the red light flashing. So hopefully I'm not hitting it too hard on the peaks, and I'm sure you'll let me know. This is VE3UPZ.
Better on my end.
Holy cow! Wait a minute. Let me, I'm just listening on my headphones here, Randy. I'm thinking, damn! Wow, what a difference. I don't know if anybody else on the frequency can say that or not. Larry, maybe you can chime in there. I don't know who else is on there, but when he did that proximity effect brought that bottom end up and it was like, whoa, don't touch a thing. Let's use that position. Larry, go ahead.
Yeah, he had no bottom line. Oh, geez, I'm out to. How the hell did that? Stand by.
What are you doing? Come on, you're illegal. You're going to get an OO notice. Freaking 8K wide. Come on.
No. I've got a box for OO notices. I don't care. So he went from, let's say he was 40 dB, and then all of a sudden he was like 60 dB on the low end, and the low end came up about 8 dB. Sounded fantastic.
Well, I must have selected the right gear. I must be doing something right, I guess. I mean, out of the years of messing around with 850s, I've got 5 of them, and 3 of these stupid DSPs.
Dang.
And
Right?
every single one seems to do a different thing in a very small and rather insignificant sort of way. But it's certainly not a flex. It's not a flex radio, and it's not an anon. There's no question about that. But thank you, gentlemen. I appreciate you bringing me in. I am here. I'm not going away, and I'd love to sit and converse. But I don't want to come in here and start plugging the channel up, you know what I mean?
Well, listen, just so you know, this is not a net, and everybody that's out here realizes that. And we normally just get out here and do exactly what we're doing with you. So stay and chime in anytime you have a comment.
I will indeed. I actually have no intention of going anywhere. I find this topic in particular to be quite interesting. There's nobody here that I...
He sounds good here.
So I'm willing to accept all opinions from all angles.
So, Randy, are you operating like real close, like they call that proximity effect? Are you like dead on balls on that microphone just off the side so your plosives aren't hitting the microphone?
Tim is on the field for the Green Bay Packers. I work in a different field, but we're all audio guys that are those guys are employed in a professional capacity. So it's a pretty cool place to come.
Okay, there was a bit of a double there, which is fine.
That was me.
Most of it. Yes, I am operating as you suggested. Actually, my glasses are sort of resting on the spider support for the microphone, which is hanging in front of me on a boom. But I would say, at the very best, I may be 3 inches away from the microphone and not speaking directly into it.
WD9N.
1 inch and put the cheek on the one side. Try that.
Oh, now you're playing with him. I see what you're doing. You're playing with him now.
No. Watch what happens. Put your cheek on the mic and have it off to the side so the proximity, don't talk into it, but put it right up close and just talk the way you've been talking now.
Yeah, I can't get any closer. Actually, I had to take my glasses off. Although I'm not 100% certain that this is the way that I'm planning on operating this radio on a consistent basis.
Oh, man, Randy, I'll tell you what. With that Perception 2 microphone, it's a dynamic, okay? It's a dynamic microphone, and all dynamic microphones have proximity effect. And if you don't know what that is, I'm sure you do. You know what proximity effect is. So you need a little bottom end, and the closer you get to the microphone, the more pronounced that proximity effect will be. But also, the closer to the microphone you get, the more plosives you get. So if you're talking directly into the microphone, see, I've got a 27 here. I don't know if I can imitate that or not. Let's see. Let me get right up into the microphone. So plosives, I can't do it. Plosives. Usually it overloads and it sounds like crap, but plosives, B, Bravo, plosives, Papa, Zango, Tango, Papa. No, it's not doing it. There's no plosives on the RE27. If I was on the other microphone, it would do it. But if you talk 90 degrees off of the microphone, like you're not talking right into the microphone, but you're talking beside the microphone, and you're right up next to it, what you did earlier, when you got real close to it, the proximity effect was just like, oh yeah, it's like Randy and Love Songs After Midnight. That's what it was, man. It was like, so cool. Over?
That's making me giggle. All right, Ken, thank you very much. Yeah, I moved it around to the side of my head. But like I said, the spider is bouncing off my glasses, and I'm thinking to myself, well, this is a whole new way, but I'm willing to accept any criticism from anywhere.
And that would be your first mistake.
Especially from us.
Okay. There are occasions where I would tend to agree with that statement.
Yeah. Boy, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, especially from us.
Right.
Well, I mean, you boys wouldn't steer me in the wrong direction, would you?
That's the only reason we're out here.
Did he say direction? He had a direction?
I said direction. Stop that.
Oh, wait a minute. That's a different derelict.
He said before that everybody needs a little more bottom, and I would completely concur with that.
Well, when I finally find that Aphex, I'll give you some bottom end.
I've got an Aphex in line here, but I don't have a whole lot of that stuff running. I mean, it's the Aphex with the big bottom. That's what you're hearing part of it now.
Yeah, I want huge bottom. I want it to be like, even though I weigh 135 pounds, soaking wet, and when I stand sideways and stick my tongue out, I look like a smiling zipper. I want to sound like,
Too much information here.
What's his name there from the Motown records? You know who I mean.
Oh, yeah, Barry White.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, yeah, baby. We're all about that and a bag of chips, if you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. We're going to reload this one. Okay, how about this one here? How about this? This is W0THI.
This is a voice that you cannot maintain for more than 10 minutes.
Oh, yes, it is. I've got a harmonizer. I can talk like that forever.
Oh, my God. And I thought harmonizers were only for guitars.
Oh yeah, so yeah, I can talk like this forever because I'm an octave ahead of, or I'm an octave above what you're hearing. I don't care because it all sounds the same. Whoa, it sounds really good when I cough and hack and have to do that stuff. But maybe I sound like a radio guy now. And then when I hit the bypass button, it sounds like I'm like everybody else, and it's like, oh, somebody stuck a broomstick up his butt. But then when you kick it into when I kick this thing into operation, it sounds like, oh man, this guy sounds like he is like, oh wow, over.
Oh my God, I think I'm going through a 60s flashback.
Wait a minute. 60s flashback. Hey, Larry, do we want to do like an 80s flashback?
I would love it.
Okay, I got to find it. Let me find it here. Let's see. Is it this one? It's this one here. Okay, here we go. Okay, it's all loaded up, and I don't know what to go. What's going on here? Oh man, do you know that guy?
Yeah, that's Max Headroom.
Yeah, you know what? I only do that once in a while, so there you go.
Yeah, I know. I'm not that old, guys. I mean, my reference to a 60s flashback was the, oh yeah, everything's groovy, and you know what I mean. I was raised in the 70s and the 80s, so I know about Max Headroom.
Ken, I don't think you're safe to be around sometimes.
Right? Thank God you said it.
Yeah, so you guys keep that in mind. I'm wacko, you know? It's just like, I don't know, you know? It's like,
Oh, wow. Maybe I'm wacko. Maybe it was the mushrooms.
And I take full responsibility for this because earlier I suggested that he go and get a little bit of bourbon. So here we go. The night is just starting.
Oh my God. I would like to know what device it is that he's using to produce that sound.
Chucky.
He's using a harmonizer.
And who is that manufactured by?
This thing was made by Eventide back in the late 80s, maybe 1990 or so. This is the Eventide H3000 Bravo.
So in English, that's the Eventide 3000 Bravo.
Yeah, in English, that's the that's the 3000 Bravo.
I was starting to wonder whether or not you'd gone to get some crack instead of some bourbon.
Oh man, this thing. Oh wait a minute. I got to get in the right voice here. Starting Thursday at a Friday near you. Oh wait a minute. Starting Thursday at a movie near you. Starting Friday at a movie near you. Yeah, it's like this thing is so
Funny. I could just hit the bypass button and just talk to you like a normal person, but what good would that be?
What's the difference, Ken, between the one you're running now and the one you sent? You sent me the 4000. Is there a significant difference between that?
Okay, Larry, what did you say?
You sent me the 4000, right? And comparing those two, is there a significant difference between them?
Yeah, the 4000 is about 10 years newer. It has a bunch of new stuff in it. The 3000, it's like Eventide's first version of trying to do pitch shifting and all that stuff. This thing, I like this thing better than the 4000 because it's easier to operate. The 4000 has much more options to change things and all that stuff. But you know what? I just changed the presets. It's so funny. And Randy, what did you say? Over?
I was just doing another sort of, Sunday. Monster truck spectacular. Grandmas get in for free.
Jeez.
Oh, you want to do that? Okay, hang on. Let's see. Let me find that. It is... where is it? There's a preset. I've got a preset. I've got to find it. Oh crap. Of course I can't find it. Doggone it. Let's see. I'm dialing it around. Hang on. Okay. Don't take the frequency away from me. Just yet. Hang on. I'm looking for it. Oh crap.
Oh my God.
Where is it? Okay, Okay, so I can't find it. I got to find it.
How are you addressing? This is the RE27, Ken, right?
Yep, this is the RE27, and my nose is touching the microphone. Does it sound like it's overloaded? Over?
So you're not on the side of it.
Okay, talk to the side of it. I'm talking to the side of it. Talking. Talking to the side of it. Over?
Side of it sounds way better.
K9VOA.
Heard somebody out there, you weren't very strong up here. This is Larry, K9VOA in Wisconsin, northern Wisconsin, a couple hours south of Lake Superior. Come on in.
Okay, so propagation is not going to be good. Let me see if I can put a little more power. No, this might be enough. This is Kilo Charlie 1 Lima Kilo Oscar Miguel in New Hampshire.
Hello, Miguel. My name is Larry, K9VOA, and we have a number of people out here. I'll let them introduce themselves to you.
Go ahead, Miguel.
Okay, I was hearing at least two of you guys, W0THI and Victor Echo 3 UPZ. And I just wanted to say that, whatever you did there when you got closer sounded much, much, much better. But if you guys don't copy me strong enough, then it's not going to work out that well. But thanks for saying hello. Over.
Go ahead, Randy.
Yeah, Miguel, you have a strong signal here into eastern Ontario. Very strong. 2025 over.
Oh, okay, Randy, so you do hear me. I think I've talked to you before. Your voice sounds familiar. And I think the first person, that's Whiskey Zero THI, is that who I talked to first?
Yeah, this is Ken, Whiskey Zero Tango Hotel India. I'm down here in Terre Haute, Indiana. Over.
Okay, yeah, I copy. Not as strong as Randy. Randy's closer, but you guys seem like you have the thing right. You know what you're doing, and I'll be listening here using an RE27. But I was not familiar with the talk on the side, put the cheek, and so I've been learning and listening here. I'm talking into the microphone now, and now I have my cheek, but I don't have enough signal for you guys to be able to discern anything. I'll be learning and listening here. KC1LKO.
Yeah, what I can hear of you, you sound good, but you're pretty light here. This is David, WD9N in Central Illinois. Over.
Okay, WD9, and what's the rest?
Whiskey Delta 9 November.
I'm still missing the last part. Go ahead one more time.
Shoot it at him, Ken. He's not hearing me very well.
K9N.
Okay, Roger. Okay, yeah, no, it's a little light here. And there's somebody else, some other station kind of nearby here that I can pick up. Not as strong as the others, but name here is Miguel. I'm in southern New Hampshire, about 1 hour north of Boston.
Go ahead, Dave.
Okay, yeah, I can hear you. You're not super strong here, so it does make it difficult. But no, sounds pretty good to me anyway. I'm running a Behringer B1 condenser with a Behringer XR12 digital mixer into a Flex 6300, and I'm running about 500 watts here out to an inverted V. Over.
Yeah, okay. I changed a couple things. Now you can hear me better now. Yeah, you're about 10 over. But somehow it's just not coming as strong as the other fellows here. Is this any better? You hear me any better now? Over.
You've been hanging about S9 to me, which is at the moment only 1 S unit above the noise floor. It's a little noisy down here this evening.
Okay, very good.
You sound really good, Dave.
27, as you probably guessed from my earlier comment, and it's a full-size loop antenna. About 1 kilowatt now, 900 watts out of a RF kit. The radio that I'm playing with now is on the K4. I'm still learning and figuring that out. Over.
Okay, very good. Well, you've got it sounding nice. I've been videoing the pan adapter here off of the Smart SDR, and I think I'm actually going to take this clip and put this up on YouTube. I was kind of undecided about that for a while. Is that a word? Undecided? Anyway, but then when Ken started going crazy with max headroom, I thought, well, this has got to go on YouTube.
Yeah, I'll be looking forward to actually hearing that, Dave. I think that's going to be quite interesting, actually, to hear that. So you tell me where I can find that on YouTube, because I spend a lot of time watching that.
Okay, if you look up my call sign, you'll find it. I just have put the software on and started getting some videos together and putting on there. So I think I've got only 2 on there right now. Just like I said, just kind of started doing this, and I don't know what really triggered doing it. I thought, what the heck? We're playing with all this audio stuff, and people want to hear it. And I can make good high quality audio recordings with the video of Smart SDR, so they can see what the pan adapter's looking like and everything. So what the heck? I'll try to put a few of them up there. The problem is I'm out here in the countryside so far that my internet's terrible, and it takes sometimes an hour to upload a video. Over.
That's totally unbelievable.
Inside of town. What is the name of your YouTube channel?
Just look my call sign up on there, Whiskey Delta 9 November. You'll find it.
Okay, I'll do the best I can to see if I can figure that one out. That's on QRZ, eh?
Well, just search that on YouTube and you should come up with the videos. It'll probably be tomorrow before I'll be able to get this published up, though.
Oh, I'm not worried about that right now. But I am interested in hearing what I actually sound like in comparison to the rest of you gentlemen. I usually take a great interest in that. As a matter of fact, and also, being welcomed into the conversation, it's very interesting just to hear what everybody's opinion is.
Yeah, okay, very good. Well, I'm going to cut this video off here and maybe start processing some of that this evening. I'm already up, looks like a little over 40 minutes now, so that'll be one of the larger ones I've had to upload so far. I usually keep them relatively short, just some short clips, but I've been playing around with audio here. I've been in sound reinforcements for well over 30 years now, and banging things together too. That'll sound good on the mic for the recording. Okay. But so yeah, I'm not new to it, but just doing mic channels for radio is a little different thing. I actually spent some time today going through the EQing setup that I'm running on this Behringer B1 condenser. So I'm kind of curious what it sounds like at the other end myself, and that's harder for me to figure out because I don't have a receiver way out there that I'm listening to. WD9N.
W9-VE3UPZ.
Everybody's recognized there. Yeah, Dave, and I totally understand it's hard. You can listen all day long on the monitor, on the radio. You're never going to get an accurate sort of impression as to what it is. I mean, there's a lot of guys out there that have very good sort of digital recording devices built into their radios, and they have a penchant. A lot of guys will be able to play that back for you. That's a little bit more of an accurate representation. For example, earlier somebody played back Ken, and I thought it was a reasonably accurate representation of what he actually does sound like. So that's kind of impressive. All right, I'm going to take a break here. WD9N. This is VE3UPZ. I'll be listening along, guys. Everybody get in there and mix it up.